Yeah.
Having a cake!
Deal with that.
Okay, guys, what do you think? Should we ban history or not?
Boom!
Send your emails in to cbbc@bbc.co.uk. Maybe you don't want to ban history because you like learning about Norman conquest.
Or maybe you do want to ban in history because your name's Norman and you've no desire to conquest anything.
Yeah, maybe that. Send your emails in. We'll read them out after Horrible Histories Gory Games.
You can ban that as well.
If mummies, rats and fleas ain't your thing and you don't like the sound of an exploding king, if you're easily scared and don't laugh at poo, you better turn off this show ain't for you. Still watching? Then let's test your brains with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Hello and welcome to Gory Games with me, Dave Lamb, and my glamourless assistant, Rattus.
But did you just say glamourless?
Yes, I did. This is the show where you get to test your knowledge of horrible histories with quirky quiz questions and gory games set by the country's finest historical brains. And Rattus.
The cheek.
Without further ado, let's meet today's horrible historians.
Hi, I'm Jibin.
Hi, I'm Kate.
Hi, I'm Billy.
Good hellos all round.
Right, let's get things started with a nice Stone Age warm-up game I've come up with called Bow and Arrow.
Right, and this is a nice target game where you fire rubber arrows at a drawing of a bison, is it?
No, not exactly, no.
I thought not.
You see, over in Sweden, Stone Age people used to fire arrows into the corpses of their recently dead relatives. So our contestants are going to be firing sharp, stone-headed arrows directly into the corpse.
No way. Not on my watch, they're not. I'm not letting them fire arrows into a corpse. Where is this corpse, anyway?
Ah, yes. Dave, I've got a favour to ask of you. You know how you're really kind of old and close to death anyway? Well, I was thinking maybe you could be the corpse.
No.
Is that a no, then?
Yes, it's a no.
Spoil sport.
Right. Jeevan, Kate and Billy, you're playing for year spheres. Each year sphere contains a historical date, and at the end of the show, your year spheres will be added together with AD dates being added to your total and BC dates being subtracted from it. Do you see what we've done there?
It's very clever.
So, if these were your year spheres, your total would be, Rattus?
More than some, but less than lots.
735.
Like I said. At the end of the show, the person with the highest year score will win a fantastic prize as selected by yours truly.
Yes, I wouldn't get too excited about that. Right, let's get cracking. And to find out what this round's about, it's over to the gory grid.
The putrid pirates it be.
And your 4 pirate topics are rules, superstitions, careers, and medicine. So, Jeevan, you get to pick first this round. Which takes your fancy?
Can I have rules, please?
Rules it is.
True or false? Black Bar had strict rules on board his pirate ship. One of the rules was that it was lights out at 8 o'clock every night.
Let's have your answers, please. Well, a clean sweep of trues. Let's find out what the answer is.
It's true. Lights and candles had to be put out at 8. Though I can just put the lights out by putting my hand over my good eye. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm afraid of the dark.
Yes. Slight misunderstanding there. But well done, you lot. 3 points scored. Kate, your turn to pick a topic.
Can I have superstitions, please?
True or false? Us pirates would never eat sea turtles. It was considered bad luck.
True or false? Let me see your answers now, please. Well, another clean sweep of agreement.
Clean sweep.
All going for true. Let's hear what the answer is.
It's false. Sea turtles were delicious, so bad luck for them. They were ideal food for long voyages. Just flip them on their backs and they couldn't go anywhere. Yeah, you could keep them alive for months till you wanted some fresh meat.
Oh, that's cruel.
What? I'm a pirate. Of course I'm cruel.
Of course he's cruel. He's a pirate. So, Billy, it's your turn to pick a topic. Away you go.
Medicine, please.
You'll be delighted to hear that this is a prop question.
Oh, I like a prop question.
Here it comes.
What have
Here
you
comes
got?
the prop. Look at that. Now, that is a small old saw. True or false? Aboard a pirate ship, the ship's carpenter was often in charge of surgery. Let's see your answers now, please. Oh, all three going for true, and I can tell you, you're absolutely right. Few pirate ships had doctors, and carpenters were very good with a saw, so they did all the amputation. They could saw off your leg, and they could make you a nice wooden one straight away afterwards. Simple. Oh, sorry, Rattus, I'll put that down.
Thank you.
So, the final question of this round, and it is a question from Rattus.
Oh, yes. Is this true or false? A Georgian pirate once became an archbishop.
Let's see your answers. All gone for the same again. This is uncanny.
It is uncanny.
They've all gone for true.
Well, it is true. Well done, all of you. Lancelot Blackburn went from being a pirate to becoming Archbishop of York. Bet you wouldn't want to go to sleep during one of his sermons.
Absolutely not. Right, because it's all square in this round, we now have the buzzer question. Beginning with the letter B, what is in... Hello. Billy, what do you think?
Blackbeard.
Let's hear the full question just to see if you're right. Beginning with the letter B, what is infamous bloodthirsty pirate Edward Teach, better known as Blackbeard, was absolutely right. And that means that Billy has won the quiz, and it's time for you to choose your year sphere from the trolley wally.
Hey, do you mind? Push, 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 push. Ah, well done, Billy. Come and choose your year sphere. Anyone you want.
Yes, let's just hope it doesn't contain a Stone Age date worth a few million minus points, of course.
Push, push, push.
Thanks, Trolley Wally.
Push, push.
Now, winning the quiz means Billy is automatically through to play the pirate game, but will he be alone or will everyone get to play? Let's find out. It's an all-play messy game, and that could mean only one thing. It's off down the time sewer with a lot of you. Go on, off you go, Billy. Lead the way. In you go, fella. Here you go, Kate.
Stinks.
Go on, G-Man, get in there. Doesn't stink, I don't know what you're talking about. This game is all about chests and keys. And where are the keys? Well, that will be telling. But there are some clues to help you find them. The first person to retrieve the treasure map from inside their colour-coded chests will win the year sphere. But be warned, there may be some pirate trickery afoot. Finished?
Sorry.
It's time for Pirate Treasure.
Here we go then with Pirate Treasure, and all of them reading the instructions straight away. That's good, isn't it,
It
Rattus?
certainly is. That's part of the game, reading the instructions, Dave.
Oh, and Billy should be off to the Swabby's bucket. Well,
But he's gone to the fruit!
Now, he's gone to the rotten fruit bucket. Kate's all right, she should be there. But there's Billy's clue. He should be at the Swabby's bucket. He isn't. He's gone to the rotten fruit, so that key is not going to fit. Look at the slime on those keys, though, Rattus. It really is quite revolting. And Billy, of course, struggling away. But who's going to be first out of the other two? It's Jeevan. Jeevan is off and running. Kate now up, second behind Jeevan. And Billy is simply not going to get into that chest. So, who is going to get that second chest open first? Let's have a look. There we go. Billy, quite rightly, has given up, but he's thrown the key on the floor. No one likes to see that. That's almost dissent.
Temper.
There's Kate getting up to her elbows in that horrible, horrible bucket there. Absolutely revolting. Oh, but she's on the right track. Look at this. She's forging ahead. Oh, and that is absolutely revolting. Look, he's in the wrong bucket again. But here comes Billy. Now he's moving. Now he's shifting. Let's have a look at that clue. This key's hidden somewhere great. Which bird says pieces of 8? That's a parrot. There's the parrot. Kate is on the last one. She just needs to look in the hanging bag. I think Kate might be on her way here. This is the last chest that she's undoing. Everyone doing extremely well here now, apart from Jeevan, of course, who is fiddling in the wrong bucket. Somebody tell him, put him out of his misery. And Kate has won it. She holds aloft the treasure map that tells of glories beyond our thinking. And Jeevan could be looking in there all day because he's looking in the wrong bucket. That is a yellow bucket, Jeevan. You are wearing green.
Welcome back, gamers. Kate, you won, so get choosing your year sphere.
Hey, no wonder rats like it so much on pirate ships. Rotten fruit, deck moppings. What's not to like?
All the rats. On to round 2, and to find out what's up next, it's back to the gory grid.
It's the Vicious Vikings.
And here are your all-important Viking topics. Viking words, warriors, Viking myth, and swords. Kate, it's your turn to pick first. What takes your fancy?
Viking myths.
Let's see if you know this one. We believe the sky was held up by 4 what? A. Oak trees. B. Goats. Or C. Dwarves.
Well, a complete spread of answers there. Interesting indeed. Let's hear the answer.
The answer is C, dwarves.
Well, there we go. A point for Katie. You know the dwarves were actually called north, south, east and west.
Hey, it's a hard job holding up the sky. I bet the dwarves were all grumpy. You know, like the dwarf. Do you get it, Dopey?
Never worked with animals. But, Billy, your turn to pick a topic.
Warriors.
Viking warriors who worked themselves up into a foaming fighting frenzy before battle were called A, wild wolfmen, B, berserkers, or C, crazies.
Is it A, B, or C?
And everyone has gone for B. Let's find out what the answer is.
The answer is B, berserkers, like me! I'm joking, I'm fine.
He is crazy. A point each there, look at that. And of course, we get the word berserk that we use nowadays from Viking berserkers. The land knows all.
Hey, that's my line.
It's horrible, but it's true.
Like, that's my line too.
Live with it.
I'm going off you.
G-Van, your turn to pick a topic.
Can I have swords, please?
That, you'll be delighted to hear, is a prop question.
Oh, it's a prop question. I like the props. Oh, maybe I don't like the props.
Behold, a massive sword.
Sword.
Viking blacksmiths sometimes cooled hot swords in what? Was it A, milk, B, honey, or C, blood? Let's see your answers, please. Everybody's gone for C again, and once again, everybody is right.
They are.
We have one question left in this round. Here is your question.
What was a Viking skald? Was it A, a huge axe, B, a Viking storyteller, or C, a polar bear stew? Yum, yum, yum.
Give me your answers now. Everybody's gone for A.
The answer is B. A skald was a Viking storyteller who'd recite long, wonderful poems.
That means, Kate, that you have won the second year sphere. OK, Kate, as the quiz winner, you're also through to play the Viking game. But will it be just you, or will the others get to play too? Let's find out. It's a single-player brainy game.
Whee!
So, Kate, come on. Down to that time sewer with you. Go on, get down there. There she goes. Bye.
It's time to play the
Viking name game.
Now, the great Vikings are known in history by their nicknames. One Viking king, for example, was known as Harold Finehair. We would have been Dave the Wise and Rattus Bad Joke.
Hey, I'm just here. I can hear you know.
I know you can. You were meant to. 7 Viking names, but 2 are made up. You have to work out which 5 are real. Choose 5 names and then move them to the real board. Then touch the Viking axe, not the sharp edge, mind, to find out how many you've got right. Keep trying new combinations of names until you've got all 5, but you've got to be quick. You're against the clock. And your time starts now.
So here goes Kate then, trying to work out which are the real Viking names. Has got the clumsy, goes up. That's her most real one. Con Smelly Feet is what she thinks is the second most real. Eric Bloodaxe. Well, that sounds right, doesn't it, Rattus?
Sounds like a convincing Viking name to me, Dave, certainly.
It's not the sort of name you'd expect on a modern-day vicar.
4 right.
Right, she's got 4 right. Now, what are her tactics? Is she going to change one at a time? There's Bloodaxe. Oh, I think Bloodaxe might have been right. I think she may have taken off the wrong one there.
Right.
Yeah, she's still got 4 right. And what do we give? We've got Ivar the Boneless, Keith Flatnose is up there, Kettle the Trout Face.
Dave, I actually know someone with a trout face. Although, to be fair, she is actually a trout.
Well, this Trout Face has been replaced with Ivar the Boneless.
4 right.
She's still only got 4. Ivar the Boneless is coming off again. Trout Face is going on. I'm beginning to question her tactics. She seems to be swapping things back and forth willy-nilly. There's a sort of random scattergun approach.
4 right.
Still only 4 right. She's a bit disappointed there that she hasn't got all 5. Things being replaced and then put back without really much consideration. Now Jalla the Jellybean's up there, and I can tell you that's definitely wrong. Well, she's moved it. Good. That's very good. She only had 3 right. Ivor the Boneless is back. Con Smelly Feet, that's right. Now this could be good.
You have all 5 right.
And a sudden burst at the end. She's got all 5.
Well done, Kate. Help yourself to another year sphere. And she was absolutely right. There was no Viking called Jalla the Jellybean, and there was no Con known for his stinky feet.
Hey, Dave, guess which Viking gave his name to a mobile phone device?
I don't know. Eric Big Bills? Olaf Dodgy Reception?
No, it was Harold Bluetooth. It's not a joke, no. The modern-day Bluetooth wireless connection is named after him. Harold united different Viking tribes under a single king. And the Bluetooth connection unites different mobiles. The rat knows all. Ha!
That was genuinely very interesting, Rattus. Well done. Over to the gory grid to find out what's up next.
It's the awful Egyptians.
Here are your 4 Egyptian topics. Pharaohs, Cleopatra, Ramesses III, and mummies.
Mummies.
Billy, it's your turn to go first, so please choose a topic.
May I please go for Cleopatra?
True or false? Cleopatra was very beautiful.
The boys think that Cleopatra was ugly, whereas Kate, the girl, thinks she was very beautiful. Let's find out what the actual answer is.
It's false. Coins with her picture show she had a huge crooked nose, but I wouldn't recommend calling her ugly to her face. That'll happen.
Neither would I. So, Kate, it was lovely that you thought she was beautiful, but she wasn't. She was horrible. Jivan, your turn to choose. What's your topic going to be?
Can I have mummy's face?
That is a prop question.
Oh, it's a prop question. I like props.
Look
Let's see.
at this. Now, that is actually a mummy's hand in a display case. It is actually a mummy's hand. Yeah? True or false? In Victorian times, an ancient Egyptian mummy's hand in a glass display case was a popular ornament. Is that true or is that false? So Billy and Kate going for true, Jivan going for false. The answer is that it is true. Yeah, it's a lovely gift, and of course, the mummy's hand comes pre-wrapped. That means, Kate, it's your turn to pick a topic.
Pharaohs, please.
True or false? Inside a dead pharaoh's burial chamber, you might find lots of dolls.
Well, look at that. Everyone has gone for false. Let's hear what the answer is.
It's true. We believed our Ushapti dolls were meant to magically turn into servants in the afterlife. And they'd better do. I mean, I'm not going to pick my own bunions for eternity. No way, Jose.
No, and why should he have to? So, everybody wrong, but that means with one question left in this round, Billy, if you get this right, you've won the Year Sphere. Let's have a look at our final question.
The question is this true or false? Ramesses III was very skinny.
Billy goes true. Kate and Jivan go false.
It's false.
Well, it's false. You know, when archaeologists actually found his tomb and unwrapped the mummy, the body of Ramesses was so well preserved that it was obvious in life that he'd been overweight.
And to think death is usually such a surefire way of losing weight. You know, because you rot away and your little bits all fall off your bones fall apart. Yeah.
Too far, Rattus.
Yes, Dave. I'll wind my neck in.
Please do so now. So, what we've ended up with there at the end of that round is a tie-break situation. That means we go straight to a buzzer question. Beginning with the letter N. What is the name of the 4,000-mile-long river which runs through? Kate was first in. What's the answer, Kate?
Nile.
Nile is the correct answer, Kate.
Oh, well
You've
done.
won yourself another Year Sphere.
Oh, with so many Year Spheres, I hope it's not a Stone Age stinker.
Absolutely, it's a fair point. OK, Kate, you're through to play the Egyptian game, but will it be just you, or is everyone else coming too? Let's find out. It's a single-player scary game. I'm sorry, lads. Kate, back into the time sewer with you. Let me open it first. Go on, down you go. Get down there. When pharaohs died, all sorts of weird stuff went on. It's time to play...
Mummify me!
Whoever mummified this pharaoh forgot to remove some organs, and you've got to fix things. Your challenge is to remove the stomach, liver, intestines and lungs and put them in the correct canopic jars. The brain needs to be yanked out of the nose and binned, but the heart must be left inside the body. You got that? Good. Just don't let your time run out if you want to win a Year Sphere. In 3, 2, 1... So, here comes Kate to play Mummify Me. She has to remove the correct organs, put them in the correct canopic jars, but she must leave the heart inside. Oh, she's going straight for the brain. I don't think I can watch her.
Oh, right up the nose, the hook of the nose, into the brain, and out through the nostrils with all the pulpy brain matter.
Oh, look at that. He must have been one brainy pharaoh. There go the brain, the strings of the brain. And that's gone straight into the bin, as it should have done. That's very good. So she's made a good start. Now she's going in to try and remove some organs. Well, there's something. Oh, look at that. Oh, Ratters. It's the intestine. Look at the length of it. She's having to wind it round her arm to get it out. It's gone straight. It's dribbling across from the canopic jar to the mummy. Oh, she's pulling it across the room. This is grisly in the extreme, Ratters.
There's the end of it.
Thank goodness that's over. That was making me feel a little bit queasy. This is exactly what would have been done in the day, Ratters. This is authentic, absolutely authentic.
Not sure it was done by a small child in safety goggles, though.
No, well, that is the only bit about this that is inauthentic. That's a liver for me. Yep, she's got a liver in one hand, stomach in the other. So, where to put the stomach? In there, that's correct. That's correct. Now, the liver, where does that go? She's got to find where to put... There it is. That's the liver, that's perfect. She just needs the lungs to... Oh, she's hit the mummy there, that's fantastic. Here she goes, she's got him again. Is that the heart? Is that the heart? No, I think it's the lung. It's the lungs!
It's the lungs!
She's done it! She's got it all in the right place. Kate has done it.
If that was me, I'd be licking my fingers.
Ratters, that is disgusting.
Welcome back, Kate.
Whee!
Help yourself to another year sphere. Did you know that some people in Egypt could only afford a cheap version of mummification, in which you didn't bother with organ removal, but had to inject cedar oil up your behind to dissolve your guts?
Now that would have made a much better game. Let's do that one. Can we, Dave? Please, 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 please.
No, moving right along. Time for the final round. Over to the gory grid one last time to find out what we've got.
It's the measly Middle Ages.
No quirky quiz in our final round. It's straight to our big all-play Middle Ages endgame, and it is a messy one. Oh, yes. Everybody, it's time to get down that sewer. Down you go. Go on, Billy. Well done. Well done, Kate. You know the way by now. Jivan, follow Kate. She knows what she's doing. And they've gone. A well-paid job in the Middle Ages was the job of gong farming. Why was it well paid? Because it was one of the nastiest jobs around. Yes, gong was a Middle Ages word for poop. And your job is to collect the gong from the cesspit, carry it along your lane, and slop it into your measuring cylinder. Whoever collects the most collects the year sphere, but beware, some Middle Ages types would poo directly onto the street below. So your lane is going to get very, very slippery indeed. It's time for us to go
gong farming.
Get slopping!
Lovely clean lanes, look. That's not going to last long.
You're right there, Dave.
There we go, straight down to the end. Very good work from Kate. Billy's there in a flash, so's Jivan. Look at the hole in the bottom of these buckets. It's going to make it very treacherous underfoot. And that's the smallest amount of gong I think I've ever seen farmed. It really was a tiny amount. Look at that. And these mats become treacherous when wet, don't they, Ratters?
They certainly do, Dave. The last thing you want on this course is gong. It's going to hold the whole proceedings up.
Yeah, not much actual gong is making it through to the measuring cylinder at the end. All of them struggling with that massive hold. Oh, look, that's just spilt everywhere. And Jivan has got absolutely nowhere so far. And here comes Kate. There doesn't look to be much left in that bucket either. And I don't want to worry everyone, but I think there's more gong on the way.
Oh, and he's over. Oh, and she's on the bottom.
Everyone is falling. There's gong everywhere. And to be fair, the contestants are now covered in it.
They're scooping the poop, but they're not managing to deposit it.
They're like bars of soap on an ice rink. And finally, Jivan's made it to the end. I mean, that is empty, Jivan. I mean, you might as well head back. With the best will in the world, that is an empty bucket. And look at the amount he's collected. The merest smudge, if that. And I'm being kind to him by calling it a smudge. There we go. Look at this. That's a scene compared to what Jivan's got. Billy is absolutely rolling in gong. And Kate's got a respectable amount of poo too.
I've never seen quite so much effort and energy being put into such little return.
Oh, and there's more gong dropping now. Well, as if it wasn't slippery enough. There is now gong absolutely everywhere. It's still dripping.
30 seconds.
Now, I can't see an awful lot more gong being fun as Billy just slides off the end of his ramp there. Oh, a little bit. Fair play to him. A little bit came through at the end there. That was a tremendous effort, but look at this. Now he's got to try and get back up the other end, and I just don't think it's going to happen for him. He's got a bit of a lick on there. He wants to be careful. He's going to fall off the end. Oh, dear me. She's got a mouthful. Oh, that's a disaster.
No.
And now this really is sickening scenes here at the Gone Farming. Oh, Jivan, you're too late, son. You've only got a tiny amount in there. Awful, awful. Kate's done a lot better, to be fair, but the winner by little more than a smear is Billy.
Welcome back, Billy. You got the most poop in your cylinder, so collect your year sphere, please. Well done, Jivan. Bad luck.
Dear BBC, I was disgusted to find out that the so-called poo in the endgame was in fact not real poo at all.
Did you know that gong farmers were only actually allowed to gong farm between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m, so as not to disgust people?
No, what exactly is disgusting about wallowing around in poop? I will never know.
No, I don't suppose you ever will. Time to count up those year spheres. And remember, AD years are added and BC years are subtracted. Jivan, I can tell you exactly how many points you've got. It's none, because you haven't got any year spheres, but don't worry, because that could end up being the winning score. Yeah, so hang in there. OK, Kate, let's have a look inside those spheres. Oh, it's 1.5 million BC. Stone Age, man. First used fire. What about the next one? 1666, that's the Great Fire of London. Next one, please. 1337, the beginning of the 100 Years' War with France. 1455, the start of the War of the Roses. And your final sphere. Oh, no, 2532 BC. The Great Egyptian Sphinx was finished that year. So, Kate, your total score has ended up being 1,498,074 minus. Oh, dear. Billy, let's have a look inside your spheres. 1914 AD, the beginning of the First World War. And this one for the game. What's inside the crucial sphere? Oh, it's 776 BC, the first ever ancient Olympics, but it's not enough to wipe out your entire total, so that means that today's winner with 1,138 points is Billy, who walks away with the star prize, which, unfortunately, has once again been pulled out of the time sewers by my flea-infested friend. What's the big prize, Rattus?
It's the ultimate fashion accessory. If you happen to be an ancient Celt, that is. It's a brain ball. Yes, the Celts would take the brain of an enemy, harden it in lime, and attach it to their belts. Congratulations, Billy!
Billy, well done. I can only apologise for that wonderful brain
thank you very much.
that you seem to have won. Right, it just remains for me to say thanks to our champion, Billy, thanks to our gallant runners-up, Jivan and Kate, and no thanks whatsoever to Rattus.
Hey. Oh, thank you very much. I love you too.
You've been watching Gory Games. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Was that show messy enough for you? Or would you have preferred a little more poo? Have you had your fill of blood, guts and gore? Or have we left you still wanting more? Well, keep watching. We'll be back again with Horrible Histories Gory Games. Horrible Histories Gory Games.
Horrible Holiday on CBBC.
On this day, in this place, the Doctor will fall.
This is the day he finds out who I am.
Doctor Who continues Saturday at 6:40 on BBC One and catch up on BBC iPlayer.
CBBC.
Hey Londoners, hope you enjoyed Horrible Histories Gory Games. Hey, I want a brain board.
I want a brain!
Okay, Hacker wants to ban history, which is why we're wearing these delightful hats.
Yeah, ban it!
Yeah. But the thing is, we've got so many emails from them like at home, but not enough time to read them in.
Oh, if one of those where we could quickly fire through.
Yeah, quickly fire.
Quick fire!
Oh, yeah! Here's one from Charlotte. Charlotte says, I think you should ban history because last Christmas my dog knocked me over and licked my head, and I wouldn't want to remember that. Oh, licked her head, that's nasty. Ha-ha! This one's from Olivia. Olivia says, ban history because then nobody would have any embarrassing moments like Hacker thinking David Cameron watches CBBC.
He does.
Okay, this one's from Helen. Helen says, please, please, please ban history because I have a history test next week and I have to revise for the whole holidays. If there isn't any history, then I can have a relaxing holiday. That is very true. And this one's from Emily. Emily says, do not ban history because without history, there would be no art and no royal family. Thank you for all your emails you have sent in. Please stop sending them in. It's time for the results. Okay, drum roll, please. Tension lights. Ooh.